can guarantee it.
Come and try it.
Definitely come to Goodridge.
Everybody comes together at Goodridge to make it a better place.
I don't know how nervous you were against the T-Birds in that game, but what was the biggest key to success against the Thunderbirds?
I'm nervous for every game in the playoffs. Anything can happen, as we saw last year. You know, this year the quarterfinals were all kind of ended up a little bit lopsided one way, but it doesn't matter. Anything can happen. But yeah, I think we played a pretty solid game. You know, we took advantage of our size on the inside against them and pushed the ball up the floor and got some stuff going in transition. And you know, we're selective in our shots. We didn't shoot a ton of shots, you know, but we had a pretty good shooting percentage from 2 and 6 for 14 from 3, which, you know, that's under our average as far as number of threes taken, but, you know, that's a decent percentage. And so, yeah, I thought we just played a good, clean game pretty much start to finish.
Game tonight against Kittson County Central, and you handled the Bearcats twice in the regular season. And when one of those games, was Cadence White out for the Bearcats earlier, or no?
No, everybody was there. That was a weird game. It was early Saturday morning, right before Christmas break, and Kittson had to drive home Friday night, and then they came back early Saturday morning, and I kind of wiped that one from the memory because you know, they were having to travel a lot prior to the game, and we kind of pounced on them right away. But yeah, everybody was there for them, but yeah, they're a good team and they're playing really well, and Cadence is really good, and Greta Kuznia is really good, and then they've got a supporting cast of girls that know their roles that can do other things too. So we're going to have our hands full tonight.
What are some of those things then in that February 9th matchup that you're remembering and keeping in mind tonight?
We got to try to keep Cadence off the boards. I mean, she's so athletic that, and she's really good with her body. She gets good position on the post early and kind of buries you down there, and they do a good job of getting her the ball, and she just turns and scores. And if she misses, she jumps so quick, she gets her own offensive rebound and puts it back. So, you know, the focus is to try to keep it out of her hands as best we can, to pressure the guards on the perimeter to make it difficult to throw post passes, and send help when she does catch the ball.
Another trip to the section title on the line tonight. Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And that was Coach Brian Lowe of the East Grand Forks Sacred Heart Eagles with us on the pregame show. And our pregame coaches interview is brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank in Red Lake Falls. Enjoy competitive CD rates, affordable safe deposit boxes, and the convenience of online and mobile banking with local decision making and true hometown service with Dakota Heritage Bank in Red Lake Falls. Sacred Heart 24-4 on the season. A quarterfinal round victory against Mahnomen-Waubun. They're the #1 seed in the West subsection. And for Kittson County Central, 18-9. They beat Lake of the Woods 65-24 in the quarterfinals last Saturday. And the Bearcats are the #3 seed. The winner of this game off to the section championship on Friday night to play the Kelliher North Mustangs, who beat Warren Alvarado Oslo in the first semifinal game tonight, 66-55. And senior stud for Kelliher Northholm, Kate Thayer, had 44 points for the Mustangs earlier this evening. Time for your starting lineups tonight from Hugo's Family Marketplace and Hugo's Express in Fosston. The starting 5 for the away team on the scoreboard first in the Kittson County Central Bearcats. The Bearcats are as follows: senior #1, Hannah Warnke; senior #10, Afton Lindgren. Patrolling the middle, anchored by senior #13, is Cadence White, senior #14, Casey Whaling, and senior #22 is Greta Kuznia. Head coach for the Kittson County Central Bearcats in his 22nd season is Mark Johnson. He's assisted by Michael Steen. Starting 5 now for East Grand Forks Sacred Heart. Junior #2, Finley Horkin. Junior #3, Leah Sunby. Junior #5 is Lydia Risky. Senior #10, Izzy Swickla. And the junior post player forward, #21, is Lexi Lawrence. Head coach for East Grand Forks Sacred Heart is Brian Lowe. In his second season, the Eagles reached the state tournament last year. In his very first season, they beat Kelliher Northholm in the championship last year. He's assisted by Scott Bricky, Ray Arud, Daryl Wilson, as those are your starting lineups from Hugo's Family Marketplace and Hugo's Express in Boston. Starting lineups down on the floor right now as the Kittson County Central Bearcats are in their away white uniforms, trimmed in green and gold, Bearcats across the chest. And for East Grand Forks Sacred Heart, they'll be in their home purple uniforms with Eagles across the chest in the in the gold cursive writing, and their jerseys are trimmed in gold. East Grand Forks Sacred Heart 2-0 against Kittson County Central this year. A matchup in December. It was a 61-23 game, and then in early February, it was 80-58, the final score. Sacred Heart beat Kittson County Central. And Coach Brian Lowe kind of said, well, KCC, they traveled a lot, stuff like that. It was kind of a weird game. We're not thinking about that first one from December. But Coach Mark Josson for Kittson County Central, he said, nope, they just flat out whooped us that game, is what he said. So Kittson County Central trying to get that first win against Sacred Heart. And tonight is when it matters the most. Section playoffs, a spot in the section championship is on the line. The winner of this one will take on Kelliher Northome, who beat Warren Alvarado Oslo earlier in the first game, 66-55. Thanks for joining us on 96.7 FM, KKCQ, RJBroadcasting.com, the RNJ Radio app, YourLiveEvent.com, and Garden Valley TV. I'm Dawson Peterson with the game coverage. Lawrence jumps for Sacred Heart. White for Kittson County Central, and the opening possession is controlled on our right-hand side. Kittson County Central from left to right. Warnke goes inside to Lindgren. Out on the left wing, dribbling it up is Whaling around the arc. Touch to White, facing up at the left elbow. Kick out, Kuznia, right wing three is a little too strong, and rebound down to Whaling. Second chance for the Bearcats right away on the opening possession. Warnke, the right-handed dribble, cut off on the right baseline. Bounce pass underneath. Lindgren throws up a wild shot and misses. White is there to clean it up, and she gets fouled, and Cadence White will head to the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line for two.
Eagles foul on number 2, Finley Harkin, her first personal.
The foul against Sacred Heart is on Finley Horkin, her first. Two free throws for Cadence White. Quick rhythm, and the first free throw is off the back of the rim for White, and we stay scoreless 31 seconds into the game. Linfor's Insurance Agency scoreboard, second free throw for White. That one's good. And Kittson County Central has your first points of the game, 1-0. Sacred Heart basketball. Sunby controls the junior guard across from right to left. Lobs it to the right ring. And then back across to Risky on the left, over to Horkin right side. Finley takes it into the corner, kick out Sunby, head fake, two dribble drive, high off glass. Leah Sunby banks it in. And Sacred Heart is in front by one. Bearcat basketball left to right. Kuznia dribbles it into the left corner. Horkin all over her defensively, nearly poked it away. Off to Warnke, who pitches it to Whaling on the right corner, throws it inside, and the pass gets tipped around and turned over. First of the game for the Bearcats. Eagles are off and running. Horkin all the way to the rim. That's an air ball. And rebound comes down to Whaling and Kittson County Central. 2-1 game, minute and a half in. Eagles by one. Winner after the section championship. Warnke. Drive and kick, left corner. Pull-up shot by Kuznia is off the back. White, another offensive rebound. Her second, tries to put it back up. A little contact, no whistle. Lawrence, the rebound for Sacred Heart. The other way, lob pass to Horkin. She can't finish in transition. Offensive rebound for Swickla. Kick out to Lawrence at the top. Over to Sunby, right wing. Three is on the way, and it ticks off the front of the rim. And the Bearcats have the basketball back the other direction. Down by a single point, it's 2-1. Warnke controls for the Bearcats in between the circles. Right-handed dribble on the right side. Tight bounce pass. Didn't have the angle. Looking for Cadence White posting up at the right elbow, and she threw it almost from the top of the key. And the ball never got to White, and that's turnover number 2 of the first half against KCC. Sunby will walk it back across the Ralph Engelstedt Arena logo from right to left. The Eagles, the number 1 seed in the West subsection, a 24-4 record. Thanks to Lexi Lawrence, who's had a great year. Ball goes inside to her, kicked out to Horkin, and then she dribbles in from 13, middle of the paint. Finley Horkin makes it 4-1 Sacred Heart. Far side pass for Kittson County Central. Kuznia has to wait for Warnke to get back into the front court. Gets it to her, bounces it to Whaling in the right corner. Lob pass underneath White. Lawrence on her back, double team, nearly a triple team. Left baseline jumper from 11 goes in and out by Lindgren. Sunby the rebound. Sacred Heart pushes in a one-on-one on the right side. Horkin then pulls it out in the corner as Warnke cuts her off. Horkin looks inside, goes to Lawrence. White on her back, stands straight up, and that shot was deflected. Lindgren the rebound for Kittson County Central. White does a nice job of using her length. Back the other direction, Kuznia with the right hand for two. Kuznia lays it in, and it's 4-3. Eagles by 1, 14-50 first half. Section semifinals of Section 8A. Backdoor pass. Horkin on the right side, runs it down on the baseline. From her backside, flips it out. It was tipped and turned over. Picking up the loose ball is Warnke. Outlet pass. Kuznia 2-on-1 for the defense, and Kuznia all the way to the rack draws a foul. And Greta Kuznia at the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line for a pair. As that foul is against Lydia Risky, will be her first and the team's second early against Sacred Heart. First free throw from Greta Kuznia is up, and that's a perfect swish, tying the game up at 4 apiece here in the first half. Bryn Stevens in for the first time for Sacred Heart, as is number 23, Kate Bernhoft. Lydia Risky and Lexi Lawrence take a seat. Second free throw for Kuznia is rolled in. It's a 5-4 Bearcat lead. Turn is into the game. Brenna Turn for Kittson County Central as well. So with Lexi Lawrence out, see if the Bearcats get it more to the inside to Cadence White offensively. Here's the Eagles, though, as Bernhoff drives, kicks, gets it out to Horkin. Inside touch out to Swickla. Back across, Bernhoff, baseline drive, lost it out of bounds, but it was tipped out by the Bearcats. And Sacred Heart will keep the possession. 14-20 first half, Bearcats 5, Eagles 4. Lynn Forest Insurance Agency scoreboard. Sunby will inbound on the right side of the lane. Nearly where the baseline and the sideline meet. Entry pass goes inside to Stevens. Faces up, and now a little fall away from the left elbow is banked in. And it's 6-5 Sacred Heart by 1. Warnke quickly pushes the other direction. Little out of control. Inside, tumbling around. Lost it out of bounds. And now push now is called against Sacred Heart. And that's the team's third here early. The foul goes against Izzy Swickla, her first. And Lindgren will throw it in from the right side of the lane on the baseline. Kuznia pops out, goes to Warnke at the top of the key. Didn't look for the three, goes to Kuznia. She'll fire from downtown. That's a little too strong. Offensive rebound for Lindgren. Left side pass, back up to Warnke. Over to the right wing. Lindgren, that's a long two, and she buries it. A 16-footer by Afton. Lindgren gives the 1-point lead back to Kittson County Central, 7-6. 13:45 first half. Sunby bounces it over to the right side to Finley Horkin, who goes up towards the top of the key. Left wing, Swickla. Looks right, crosses over back to her left hand and goes to that side. Reversal back up top to Horkin. Driving kick with Bernhoff right side. Left-handed dribble. Pretty spin move inside and lays it in for two. Kate Bernhoff banks it in, and it's 8-7, and we trade leads early. Eagles by 1. Sacred Heart putting on a little man-to-man pressure as Warnke beats Sunby into the front court to Lindgren, who touches it inside to White. Poked away from behind, and Sacred Heart picks up the loose ball. Turnover number 3. Long outlet pass into the front court for Sacred Heart goes to Horkin. She got bumped out of bounds by Warnke, and that's a foul against Hannah Warnke. Will be her first. Sacred Heart will inbound in the front court. In front by 1, 8-7, Lynn Forest Insurance Agency scoreboard. Over on the left corner to Swickla. Up on the wing to number 10. That's Swickla, from Bernhoff. Skip pass was tipped and stolen away by Greta Kuznia. And Kittson County Central can take the early lead back, right side. Bounce pass goes to number 5 in turn. Underneath to White, deflected from behind. Kuznia picks up the loose ball. Warnke to the top, left wing. Kuznia fires away again. That's an air ball. Lindgren the offensive rebound. Wraparound pass to Warnke at the top. Into the corner to turn. She casts away from deep. That's off the front, and a push from behind on the rebound. And that's going to go against Afton. Lindgren pushing on number 23 and Kate Bernhoff. That's the first on Lindgren, team second of the half. Ella Arnson checks in now for Sacred Heart. We'll have our first timeout of the night, brought to you by the Foston Tri-Co-op, and a 30-second timeout called by East Grand Forks Sacred Heart. They lead 8-7, 12:35 to go in the first half on KKCQ, Garden Valley TV, and YourLiveEvent.com.
How can you measure the value of education-based athletics? Well, the value is in what makes it invaluable. That's because school sports aren't just about winning. They're about learning and growing. School sports aren't just about gaining trophies and accolades. They're about learning life lessons, bringing a whole community together, developing character and integrity, having coaches who mentor you, and teammates who become lifelong friends. And you can't put a price on any of that. That's what makes education-based athletics invaluable. Of course, when you participate in school sports, you want to win and become a better athlete, but the purpose is so much greater, becoming a better person. Support your local school sports programs. And if you have a student, encourage them to get involved.
This message presented by the MSHSL and the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It's 11-7, East Grand Forks Sacred Heart. KCC pushes the other way. Turn from left to right. Kuzney on the right wing. Entry pass to White. Catches with one hand. Whips it out to Warnke. She lines one up from deep. And she overcooked it as that one goes off the back. And a rebound and a jump ball as Swickla got tied up with a Bearcat. And the jump ball goes to Sacred Heart. Lexi Lawrence checks into the game. The big knee brace on the right leg after injuring her knee earlier in the year in a game against Foston. Missed a little time, but able to come back and near the end of the regular season and looking for a deep playoff run for the defending section champions. 12 minutes to play here in the half. Eagles by 4, 11-7. Arnson at the top of the key for the Eagles. Entry pass, long, and it's stolen by the Bearcats. 2-on-2 the other way, right side of the floor. Turn can lay it in, and Lawrence down with the rebound. Long push. Eagles have numbers. Sunby across the lane. Great defense as the bounce pass went to Stevens and then got slapped out of bounds by Brenna Turn. A great hustle back the other direction. And the Eagles keep the basketball. Baseline out of bounds. Arnson on the left side of the lane. Looks towards the left. Had an opening for a moment. And a pass into a crowd on the left wing. Gets to Bernhoft. Flips it up from the middle of the paint. It's in and out. White the rebound. 11-7, 11:20 to play first half. Eagles by 4. Left wing pass. Back up to Warnke at the top. Back door looking for Turn over the top of Bernhoft, and it was tipped out of bounds. The last touch by her. Eagle fans thought it might have been out on Kittson County Central. Finley Horkin back into the game. Baseline out of bounds with Turn to throw it in to Kuznia. Right wing three is up and no good, but a foul is called on the three, and Kuznia is going to go to the stripe for 3 shots. And that foul is against Leah Sunby. That was kind of on the box out. They didn't say it was after the shot, so they say it's a shooting foul. So 3 free throws for Greta Kuznia here in a 4-point game. And quickly the first shot is a perfect swish. Kuznia with 5 points here early, looking to extend that, as a second free throw is also perfect and makes it 11-9. 6 points for Kuznia, 1 dribble, quick trigger, 3 perfect free throws. 7 points for Greta Kuznia, and that makes it a 1-point game, 11-10. Sacred Heart by 1. Eagles the number 1 seed on the west half. They've kind of boasted the top spot all year long. Sunby over to the right wing and Horkin, popping out with Lawrence. Left wing Arnson into the corner. Sunby, defender gambles, got by, puts up a runner from 11, short off the front. Karams over to the opposite side. Warnke the rebound. Outlet pass to Kuznia, skips it back to Turn at the top. In rhythm, Turn, missed it off the right side. And the rebound down to Lawrence. Sacred Heart in front by 1, low scoring first half early, 11-10. 10:35 to play. Bounce pass, right wing Horkin. Lawrence at the top. Similar action as the previous. Lawrence to the nail. Kick. Horkin. 3 is off the back. Good block out. White brings in her 4th rebound for Kittson County Central. Bearcats are 0-2 against the Eagles in the regular season, both in Similar blowout fashion, one a little worse than the other. Kuzney at the top of the key has it, left-handed dribble, gets it to the elbow, cut off, flips it out to turn, far sideline, has to tiptoe the sideline, and then stepping on that far side that time was Ella Arntzen going for the steal, so KCC will keep it. Swickla and Lydia Risky check back in for East Grand Forks Sacred Heart with 10:05 to play in the first half. Eagles by a single digit, 11-10. Lakes Community Cooperative and Linfors Insurance Agency scoreboard. Sacred Heart now in a zone defense defensively. Little 2-3 action with Lawrence in the middle, popped out. White has it, left elbow, a little out of control, drives in, lost it, turned it over. Loose ball picked up that time by Swickla. Long outlet pass to Horkin on the right side for Sacred Heart. Entry pass to Lawrence. White on her back, pivoting around, and then she got hacked as she went over her right shoulder, ran into Brenna Turn, who slapped her on the right arm, and that's the foul against Turn, is her first. Team's third, and 2 free throws coming for Lexi Lawrence, who had 29 points in the quarterfinal game against Mahnomen Waubun. First free throw for Lawrence is on the way. That's off the back. No good. Back into the game now for Kittson County Central as Afton Lindgren. Turn takes his seat. Second free throw for Lexi Lawrence, trying to push it to a 2-point game, and that one's good. And it's 12-10 as Lawrence makes the free throw. Back across from left to right to the top of the key. Make it to left wing with Cadence White. Surveys around the arc, right wing pass to Whaling. Bounce pass to White, and she didn't watch the basketball into her hand. It bobbled in and out, and it's turnover number 5 here in the first half. Sacred Heart basketball in front by 2. Almost halfway home here in the first. It's 12-10. Sunby inside, goes to the free throw line, and Horkin dribbles around, puts up a 16-footer. That's a little too strong, and White another rebound, her 5th here in the half. Low scoring game and kind of a low energy game too. The energy's kind of dropped off from that first game to now. White on the left wing has it, goes inside, and the entry pass went to Whaling, and she got pushed on the pass, and I believe that one's going to go on Izzy Swickla that time, and it will. Second on Swickla, team's 5th of the half. Bryn Stevens back in, the freshman, as well as Ella Arntzen, a junior, for Sacred Heart. So a little common rotation here later in the first half. Another sub is ready to come in for KCC. And that's going to be, not sure who it is sitting on the floor. Not allowed to check in yet. Here's a baseline out of bounds for the Bearcats. Warnke catches left wing, 2 dribble drives, floater banked in as Hannah Warnke has her first points of the game and ties it at 12. 8:40 to play in the first half. Sunby across the logo from right to left. Flips it right wing to Horkin. Flare screen near side. Pass was too tall, looking for Lydia Risky, but it was a Bearcat who tipped it out of bounds. Into the game for the Bearcats, it's Hallie Hansen, number 35. She comes in for Cadence White. Lexi Lawrence off the floor for Sacred Heart for the moment. Eagles basketball right side, now over to the left, and Arntzen controls in between the circles, trying to get downhill, cut off by Warnke, out to Horkin, right side drive, spins, bounce pass underneath, nicely done, finds Bryn Stevens on the right side for 2. 14-12, Eagles by a basket with 8:10 to play here in the first half. Warnke dribbles it into the right corner for Kittson County Central. Long backside pass to Whaling. Defender couldn't see it, and she missed it, and the rebound got tipped to Ella Arntzen. And here comes Sacred Heart back the other direction. Moving into the front court on our left-hand side with 8 minutes to play in the first half. Sacred Heart by 2, 14-12. Arntzen at the top of the key, jabs left, goes right, bounces it out to Lydia Risky. Little half spin, fakes, goes back over her shoulder. Shot was blocked. Rebound down on the baseline with Horkin. Back to Risky, step through, banks it in on the left side. Risky's got her first points of the game, 16-12. Sacred Heart by 4, 7.5 to play, and Coach Johnson for Kittson County Central will take a timeout. It's of the 60-second variety with 7:28 to play here in the first half. It's 16-12, Sacred Heart leading Kittson County Central on KKCQ, Garden Valley TV, and YourLiveEvent.com.
What happens to your business when you step away? This is Kurt Fillion, Wealth Advisor with Franzen Investment Services. Succession planning is key to preserving what you've built, and our team is here to assist business owners and address transition strategies that help preserve value and prepare for continuity. Whether passing to family or selling to a partner, we'll help you plan with confidence. Get in touch with a call to Franzen Investment Services at 218-415-7139. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, and SIPC.
Are Peterson Farm seed reps real-life seed heroes? Well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed. We're that kind of seed company.
We're on 96.7 FM, KKCQ. And welcome back on YourLiveEvent.com, Garden Valley TV. 16-12, Sacred Heart leading Kittson County Central, and the Bearcats just threw it away. Warnke from the top threw it to the left wing. Too tall, looking for a teammate. So it goes into the Sacred Heart bench across the way, and it's the Eagles in front by 4, 16-12. Sacred Heart with a slim advantage. Sunby left side, handing off with Horkin, weaving at the top with Arnson. Downhill drive, spins in the paint, stuck at the left elbow, hands it off to Risky, drives in, and a blocking foul is called against Kittson County Central. And 2 free throws coming here for Lydia Risky. The foul against the Bearcats. That's on Afton Lindgren, her second, team's 4th here of the first half. And Lydia Risky at the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line. Perfect swish on the first free throw makes it 17-12. Sacred Heart beat Mahnomen Waban in the quarterfinals, 63-23. Second free throw is good. Risky bounces it in, and it's a 6-point Sacred Heart lead, 18-12. Back the other direction, Kuznia by herself on the left side for 2. Takes it all the way. And now 18-14. Deficit cut to 4 for Kittson County Central. Sacred Heart basketball, winner to the section championship on Friday. Right mid-post area, flipped up to Horkin, around to the left wing. Baseline drive, stuck as Arnson down on the baseline, pivoted back around, and she gets called for a travel, slid her feet. Aubrey Pankratz is in for Kittson County Central. Lexi Lawrence back in for Sacred Heart. And the Eagles are in a 2-2-1 full court press. And now a foul is called against Sacred Heart, and that one against number 2, Finley Horkin, is her second and the team's 6th. Kate Bernhoff back in for Sacred Heart. Slow moving, feels like a low energy from the fans, especially first half. Just kind of a quiet first half. Here's Kuznia, baseline. She doesn't care about the energy. She's got another jumper that's up and good, and she's got 11 points in this first half, 11 of the 16 for Kittson County Central, and the Bearcats are back to within 2 with Sacred Heart. 6:10 to play first half. Sacred Heart basketball. Bernhoff pops out. Sunby left corner trying to get something going, and a high arching 3 for Leah Sunby is nothing but net. 21-16. The other way, Kuznia all by herself, or took it herself, missed it over the top of the rim. Bernhoff the rebound. Sacred Heart, it's a 4-on-4. Sunby, middle of the lane, throws up a high floater and kisses it off glass. Back-to-back baskets for Leah Sunby. And it's 23-16. Sacred Heart in front now by 7. Warnke passes to Kuznia left side. 3-on-3 here in the front court. Warnke back to Kuznia, left corner, and it's Greta Kuznia cooking with gas here in the first half. She's got 14 points, 23-19. Sacred Heart by 4, 5:20 to play, half number 1. Section semifinals. Lawrence at the right elbow catches, looks for the high-low, goes back out to Horkin in the right corner. Bernhoff catches left wing, back to the right in Horkin. Underneath, and a tie-up as she looks for Bryn Stevens, and the defense a little out of position. Physical play by Aubrey Pankratz. She gets called for a foul. Not a bad foul. It'll just be her first, team's fifth. Goes back into the game is Lydia Risky for Sacred Heart. Brenna Turn back in for Kittson County Central. Sacred Heart by 4, 23-19, 5:06 to play first half. To Sunby in the corner off the baseline out of bounds. Underneath to Lawrence down on the left block. Stuck, pivots, bounces, catching and finishing is Lydia Risky on the right side. She's got 6 points. 25-19. Lawrence, great patience to find Risky underneath the White. Tipped from behind by Lawrence, and she went through the body of Cadence White. And that foul on Lexi Lawrence is her first, team 7th. A similar call earlier in the game, so the officials consistent with that one. And Cadence White at the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line for a 1-and-1. Got some big free throws here, down by 6. Makes the first. Makes it 25-20, and the Bearcats 7 of 8 from the stripe here early. Second free throw by White is also good as she makes a pair. And now a timeout called by Coach Lowe of East Grand Forks Sacred Heart. 25-21 at Sacred Heart in front by 4 with 4:49 left to play in the first half. It's a Foston Tri-Co-op timeout. We're back after this on KKCQ and YourLiveEvent.com.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made.
It's so pleasant to speak with a real person who's knowledgeable, efficient, and effective in their position. The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
Buffering is a thing of the past.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
Be a part of our growing family and share in our success.
Our Peterson Farm seed reps real-life seed heroes? Well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed. We're that kind of seed company.
Coming out of the timeout, brought to you by the Foston Tri-Co-op. 25-21, Sacred Heart by 4 with 4:40 to play in the first half. Eagle basketball. Sunby catches flare screen. Left wing three, rattled home. Leah Sunby with her second three-pointer. And it's 28-21, a great play out of the timeout. Does KCC have an answer? Wailing over to the right wing, to the top of the key with Turn. Right corner. Down to Pancratz, baseline drive, she got cut off, up on the wing, tries to squeeze it through to Cadence White, a little chest pass, again a tough angle into a crowd, got tipped out of bounds. And it stays with Kittson County Central with 4:19 to play, 19 to shoot. Bearcat ball, Kuzney in the right corner, right elbow, White faces up, poked away from behind, turnover number 7. Eagles the other way, 2-on-2, right side, finishing, and one, Finley Horkin. 30-21, Sacred Heart now balloons the lead to 9. And Horkin to the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line for one more. It's the second foul now against Pancratz for Kittson County Central. The free throw misses, but an offensive rebound to Bernhoff. Throw to Sunby, back to Bernhoff. Three-pointer misses off the left. White with rebound number 6. 9-point game, KCC. They want to keep this a single-digit deficit going into the locker room. 2 big losses against the Eagles earlier in the year by double digits, 20-plus points. Right wing pass to Pancratz, back up to the top for KCC to Whaling. Underneath to White, faces up on Lawrence, makes her move, kicks to Turn. Right wing 3, jams in between the right side of the rim and the backboard, and Risky hauls in her first rebound for Sacred Heart. Eagles can push the lead to more than 10 with a made basket here. Right wing drive. Horkin cut off defensively down on the baseline. Dribbles it up, little mishandle. Now she controls. Eagles overloading the left side. 4 players over there. Bounce pass to Sunby, who streaks to the right wing. Gets inside. Scoop layup. Sunby to the rack. Carves her way to the inside. She's got 15 as Leah Sunby comes alive. And it's 32-21. The defending section champs lead by 11. Pass to Whaling, deep in the right corner. Bounces it to White in the right mid-post area. Back up on the wing to Whaling. Baseline drive goes up on Sunby, and her hand got down, and a foul is called. And 2 free throws coming for Casey Whaling of Kittson County Central. It's the second foul on Leah Sunby. Whaling at the line for 2, down by 11 points. Free throw is up, in and out. Kittson County Central now 8 of 10 from the line here in the half. Warnke back in for Kittson County Central. Swickla comes in for the Eagles as Sunby is going to sit with the 2 fouls. Second free throw for Whaling. Perfect swish that time.
In the game for Kittson County Central.
Makes it a 10-point game. Cammie Hansen comes in for the first time for Kittson County Central with 2:53 to play in the first half. Sacred Heart leads by 10, 32-22. Horkin bounces to Swickla. Sacred Heart basketball. Swickla went inside the circle on the drive. Then she slid her back foot and a little pump fake and got called for a travel. It's turnover number 5 of the first half against Sacred Heart. Thanks for joining us tonight across all of our platforms. KKCQ, streaming online on our app, yourliveevent.com, Garden Valley TV. 10-point game. Sacred Heart leads 32-22. Bounce pass to Turn at the right elbow. Long pass back to the left side to Hansen. Up to Turn, flashes to the left elbow, dribbles it into the corner. Kuznia drives in. She's got 14 first half points. Hangs in the air. That's an air ball. White though, an offensive rebound and a putback. Right place, right time. Cadence White, 32-24. Sacred Heart, they lead by 8 with 2:10 to go in the first half. Swickla on the right wing for Sacred Heart. Lawrence pops out at the top. Touched into the corner. Entry pass goes to Stevens. Double team, and a travel is called. And Kittson County Central has forced back-to-back travels. Trying to chip into this now 8-point deficit, 32-24. Linfors Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. Kittson County Central ball. Warnke across the Ralph Engelstedt Arena logo, left to right. Inside pass to Cadence White, faces up, goes to the top, 3 on the way. Hansen right between the eyes. Hallie Hansen makes it 32-27, and it's a 5-point Sacred Heart lead. A 6-0 scoring run for Kittson County Central. Bernhoft on the left side, deep into the corner. Entry pass to Stevens, bounce pass across the lane. Lawrence a little out of control, missed it, and a blocking foul is called on a very late whistle after Lawrence missed it. Turn got the rebound and was ready to start a fast break, and then they blew the whistle. And 2 free throws now upcoming for Lexi Lawrence. The foul goes against Cadence White, will be her first, team 7th. Free throws for Lawrence. Clanks the first one off the front. Sacred Heart 3 of 6 from the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line in the half. Second free throw for Lawrence on the way, and that one's a good one. 33-27. Lawrence a quiet half, just 2 points, both from the free throw line. As Warnke brings it across in a 33-27 lead. Entry pass inside, Kuznia to White. Great positioning, and Cadence White with 7 points, and it's 33-29. Sacred Heart by 4. Eagles basketball. Lawrence pops out to the top and too far out in front, and it's out of bounds. Thrown away on the near sideline, and that gets a little bit of a rise from some Bearcat fans who still are mostly just seated and looking on as their team trails by 4. 1:06 to go in the first half. Section semifinals. Winner plays for it all against Keller Northome on Friday. Kuznia at the top, drives in, and she got fouled and hits the deck, falling down. And Greta Kuznia, who has 14 first half points, is going to head to the line for more.
Eagles foul on number 15, Bryn Stevens, her first.
The foul against Bryn Stevens is her first, team's 9th. 2 free throws for Kuznia. First one is up and off the front. No good. Bearcats now 9 of 12 from the stripe as Sunby and Risky come back in for Sacred Heart. Bernhoft and Arntzen come off. Second free throw for Kuznia. Game high, or excuse me, now ties a game high with 15 with Leah Sunby. And makes it 33-30. The Sacred Heart lead has dwindled to just a 3-point basket. Sunby walks it back across. 50 seconds to play in the half and ticking. Bounce pass right wing to Horkin as they activate the offense. Pin down screen gets Sunby open on the left side, and Kuznia stole it away. Greta Kuznia all alone the other direction, and it's a one-point game. 17 points for Kuznia. 33-32 Sacred Heart. 30 seconds remaining in the half. Shot clock is turned off, and Sacred Heart will probably try and hold for the final shot. Sunby peeks over at Coach Lowe in his second season for the play call. Hands around his mouth, yelling out the play as Sunby brings it over to the right side. Wasting some clock, 10 on the game clock. Sunby down on the right wing, behind the back pass. Bounce pass to Lawrence, has White on her back. Cadence took the charge as she hit the deck hard, and it's an offensive foul against Lexi Lawrence. Setting it up the entire way was Cadence White. Stood her ground until she had to hit the deck, and there's 4 seconds remaining in the half. A made basket for the Bearcats. They could take the lead headed into halftime. Pass goes to Turn, right side, 1 second. Turn puts it up and misses it off the back, and it's no good. An exciting first half, started a little slow, and the energy picks up in the final 6 or 7 minutes or so, but your score after your first 18 minutes of play, 33-32, Sacred Heart by 1. The halftime report from Bid It On Auctions, bididon.net, coming up next on KKCQ, Garden Valley TV, and yourliveevent.com.
Family owned and operated, and proudly serving Oakley and the surrounding community since 1946, it's Oakley Lumber, providing quality building need materials at affordable prices. Windows, siding, paint, painting supplies, and all the tools you need to get the job done. Call Oakley Lumber for a free estimate, 218-796-5131, or go online to oakleylumber.com. For your next building project, talk to the professionals at Oakley Lumber, 218-796-5131.
Hi, I'm Tyler McGlynn, and I'm the owner and Assisted Living Director at Bethany Assisted Living in Fosston. We provide services for mentally ill and elderly in a safe and comfortable family setting.
I recommend it for people who want to come in here. The place is nice, the place is good, the staff's real friendly, and gets along with people. It makes you feel like family. Maybe our family.
Hi, I'm TJ Yoshi here at Marvin Headquarters in Warroad, Minnesota. Let's check it out. Warroad is a small town way of life, right on Lake of the Woods. Some of the best fishing in the world.
I think what makes us so unique here is within 15 minutes of me leaving work, I can be out on the lake, I can be on the golf course, I can be on the bike path, I can be out in the Beltrami Island State Forest.
Just a fantastic way to grow up and to live life.
Dakota Heritage Bank is your dedicated hometown bank that is here to serve all of your banking needs. Hometown banking means that we bring you the strengths and the personal service which no other form of banking can bring you. Our strengths and service are based on our total involvement in serving you and the communities where we live and work. Dakota Heritage Bank offers ownership, leadership, and service that are local. We bring the personal touch to banking because our only concern is what is best for our community and our people. Stop by and visit us today. We look forward to serving you. Member FDIC.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
The staff has always been great at steering us to the service for our needs.
Thank you for making our lives better.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made.
Join GVT and share in our success.
Happy to have this company in my hometown.
The people at Clearwater Polk Electric don't just deliver electricity, they bring a better quality of life to local communities. The dedication and ingenuity of Clearwater Polk Electric employees have been energizing homes, farms, schools, and businesses. And the future is bright. Reliable electricity is needed to power our economy and the technology that is changing the way we view the world. There's no question of the power of our people. They take great pride in delivering powerful value to you each and every day. Clearwater Polk Electric, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Polk, Norman, Mahnomen Public Health is here to keep you safe and healthy. Public health services are low or no cost and always confidential.
We're here to keep you safe and healthy.
We offer all types of birth control here at our office, including condoms, pills, patch, ring, depot shot, IUD, Nexplanon, and emergency contraception. STI testing is recommended every 6 to 12 months or whenever you have a new partner. All at little or no cost to you, and always confidential.
Fair Fun returns to Fertile, Minnesota, July 8th through the 12th during the Polk County Fair. It's 5 days of fair fun for the entire family, featuring great grandstand events, some of the best carnival rides around, a great lineup of free stage entertainment, 4-H exhibits, and of course, a huge selection of delicious food options. For more information, go online to www.polkcountyfairfertilemn.com. We'll see you at the Polk County Fair, July 8th through the 12th in Fertile.
Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts, your go-to destination for convenience and support. Life can be hectic, but with Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in Fosston, we're here to make it easier for you. Need a prescription refill? No problem. Use our Nord's Pharmacy app or call our refill line 24/7. It's that simple. And guess what? Once your prescription is ready, you'll receive a handy text alert. Quick and convenient. Are you managing multiple medications? We've got you covered. Our free med synchronization program helps you line them up so you only need to make one stop. Visit Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in downtown Fosston, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy ready to serve you.
We have a great responsibility to deliver great power. Power that's reliable, affordable, adaptable. Power from coal, wind, hydro. Power that's here right now and that's ready for tomorrow. Sustainable power from renewables and carbon capture. With great versatility comes great power. We're all in on all of the above energy.
Spark Hub, a co-working space in Thief River Falls, offers dedicated desks with flexible packages, automatic billing, and 24/7 secure access. Settle into our cozy meeting rooms for client calls or team huddles, and count on fiber-fast internet from GVT, plus essentials like printing and coffee. For freelancers, remote workers, and local professionals, it's more than a desk. It's your productive place to land, focus, and connect. Book a space at sparkhubgvt.com.
When it comes to getting the most out of every acre, trust the seed that's proven to perform with Hagee Seed. From corn and soybeans to sunflower and canola, Hagee Seed delivers high-quality genetics and local expertise that farmers rely on year after year. They're more than just a seed dealer. They're your partner in the field, helping you choose the right varieties, manage challenges, and bring in the best possible yield. They know what works here because they farm here too. For top yields, dependable service, and people you can count on, plant with confidence. Plant Hagee Seed.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the MSHSL and the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hi, I'm TJ Oshie here at Marvin headquarters in Warroad, Minnesota. Let's check it out. Warroad is a small town way of life right on Lake of the Woods. Some of the best fishing in the world.
I think what makes us so unique here is within 15 minutes of me leaving work, I can be out on the lake, I can be on the golf course, I can be on the bike path, I can be out in the Beltrami Island State Forest.
Just a fantastic way to grow up and to live life.
Nearly 1 million Minnesotans trust Minnesota Mutual Insurance to protect their homes, farms, and personal property. Bray Gently Mutual Insurance was founded in 1900 right here in Northwest Minnesota. We've been proudly serving Polk, Pennington, Red Lake, Marshall, Beltrami, Roseau, and surrounding communities ever since. Bray Gently Mutual Insurance in Thief River Falls, specializing in farm and residential insurance protection. Call 218-683-3200 or visit braygently.com.
At Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, we make buying your next vehicle easy. Not only do we have a large selection to choose from, but we also offer them with a wide range of options. Whether it's the F-150, Escape, Explorer, Bronco Sport, or Ranger, we'll find the vehicle that best fits you and your budget. Check out the selection at ChristianBrothersFord.net or ChristianCarsOnline.com. Find your next vehicle at Christian Brothers Ford, Highway 2 East in Crookston.
Serving the community for 30 plus years, Universal Screen Print in Thief River Falls is your one-stop shop for screen print, embroidery, vinyl graphics, trophies and awards, as well as promotional products. No order is too big or too small for the team at Universal Screen Print. Experience great customer service with quick turnaround times. You can also find name brands such as Champion, North Face, Nike, and more. Call today at 218-681-5486. Check us out on Facebook or visit usptrf.com. Falls Building Center in Red Lake Falls is your one-stop shop for all your farm, residential, commercial, hay, livestock, and storage building products. Falls Building Center, now featuring Dakota steel and trim products. See your local sales representative for details at Falls Building Center about their line of Dakota steel and trim products. Falls Building Center in Red Lake Falls, your small town, personal touch, full-service building center.
North Central Feed Products provides area livestock producers with a full line of mineral, premixes, base mixes, and supplements for the nutritional needs of their animals. Whether it be dairy, beef, swine, or poultry, they can provide the products and consulting services needed for profitable operation. Call North Central Feed Products today at 218-487-6040. That's 218-487-6040. North Central Feed Products, a step above the rest.
Hi, this is Wyatt Vedelson from Security State Bank in Oakley. Are you in the market for buying a new home or doing home improvements? Security State Bank of Oakley is here to make your home purchase a great experience. You will get the same professional service if you are purchasing, refinancing, or remodeling. Call us at 218-796-5157. Security State Bank of Oakley, your hometown bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Accidents happen. Illnesses happen. When you need timely, reliable care for allergies or respiratory infections, sprains, strains, or broken bones, or urinary infections, you can count on Riverview Health.
The Eagles' entry pass was tipped, stolen by Warnke. 4-on-3 the other way, middle of the floor. White runs the floor across the lane, and banking it in is Whaling. And back-to-back baskets for Kittson County Central. It's 36-33. Bearcats can continue that scoring run. Right now it's a 15-1 run for the Bearcats. Driving in, Arnson can't get it to fall. Make that number 5 risky. White down with a rebound, her 7th. Push on the left side. Falling away on 1 foot as Lindgren caught it. Fell back on her heels, and she gets called for a travel. It's turnover number 8 of the game. 1 minute into the second half, and it's Kittson County Central by 3 points, 36-33. Sacred Heart basketball. Sunby brings it to the right side on the wing. Kuznia shadowing her defensively. Active hands. Flipped up to the top of the key. One dribble pull from the right elbow. Horkins' jumper from 15 came up short. Lawrence fighting for the offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Swickla from downtown. Making a long 2, I beg your pardon, for Izzy Swickla, and it's 36-35 as Sacred Heart trails by a single point. Warnke back across from right to left for Kittson County Central. Up on the wing with Cadence White staring at the man-to-man defense for Sacred Heart. Up at the top, Lindgren, left wing to Kuznia. Right-handed dribble around the arc, reverses her pivot back to the left side. Hands it off to Warnke, back to Kuznia, gets a little space, and Greta from downtown misses it off the right side. The rebound attempt goes off the leg of Izzy Swickla, who was hip-to-hip with Casey Whaling, and it rolls off of Swickla's leg, and Kittson County Central will get a fresh 20 on the shot clock on a second chance. Long inbounds pass to the top of the key to number 14 in Whaling. Right wing Kuznia, who had 17 first-half points. White. Kuznia, right wing, 3 off the right side. Rebound tipped around. Lawrence runs it down, her 5th of the half. Sacred Heart led for a majority of the first half. Not by a ton. At one point it was 11. But it was a 1-point game at the half as Kittson County Central closed out the first half on an 11-1 scoring run. Entry pass to Lawrence. Double team over her left shoulder. Missed it short. Offensive rebound falls right back into her lap, and the size advantage to Lawrence as she kept the basketball up high. Draws the foul that time on number 14, Casey Whaling. Her first, team's first of the half. Sundby inbounding from the baseline, touched out into the corner. Horkin, baseline drive, and she got cleared out. She'll shoot 2 free throws. And 2 quick fouls against Kittson County Central. That one now on Hannah Warnke. And 2 free throws coming for Finley Horkin. 15:34 second half. Bearcats by 1. Horkin at the line for the tie. And it'll stay as a 1-point Bearcat lead for now. 36-35, second free throw. Bagley Co-op Association free throw line for Horkin on the way. That's also short, so this will stay as a 1-point lead for KCC. Speaking of the Bearcats, they bring it back across from right to left. Left wing goes to Lindgren, inside pass to White. Catches with one hand across the lane. It was late, and it goes out of bounds. Looking for a cutting Whaling. She kind of opened up. Whaling was there. Defender closed the gap, and the pass went out of bounds. It was kind of a weak pass. I think White kind of figured at that last second, oh, I shouldn't throw that, but it goes out of bounds. Turnover number 9 of the game. Sacred Heart basketball. Right elbow with Risky pivoting around. Lindgren stays on her. Now she drives in. Had it deflected, and the rebound to Whaling. Warnke, middle of the floor, brings it across, down into the right corner. Bounces it to Kuznia. Drives in. Wild left-handed shot. Hard off the backboard. Lawrence the rebound. Left sideline now with Sundby for Sacred Heart. Drive, kick, left corner. Swickla back up to the top to Risky. Around to Horkin in the right corner. Ball over the top of her head. Peers inside. Goes for Lawrence. Tipped from behind. Picked up by Sacred Heart. Now lost by Sacred Heart. KCC has it. Whaling on the left side has the basketball. Flipping it back out to the senior Warnke. Stuck on the left wing, wasting her dribble. Tight bounce pass into a crowd that was bound to get turned over, and it was. Long bounce pass, Sundby to Horkin, and she can't run it down on the baseline. And early turnovers by both teams, plaguing any kind of an offensive efficiency, as Coach Johnson for Kittson County Central the other way yelled out at his point guard Hannah Warnke, pointed at his head to play smart. Bearcat basketball in front by 1, 36-35, 14 minutes to play in the game. Winner off to the section championship on Friday. Left wing with White standing there straight up. Basketball just right in front of her as if somebody just handed her a ball. And now a foul called away from the basketball. It's an offensive foul against Casey Whaling. Her second. Team's third now of the second half as Sacred Heart draws the foul. And it is Eagles basketball. Down by 1, they've scored just 2 points 4 minutes into this second half. Top of the key, driving in, Bernhoft out to Horkin inside the paint. Kicks it to the left wing and Swickla. Downhill drive, stops at the free throw line, lost it, and it's picked up by Cadence White. Turnover number 4 of the second half. Warnke ahead of steam, powers into the front court, over the top pass to White, who finishes for 2. Cadence White has 9 points, and it's 38-35. Kittson County Central by 3. 13 and a half to go in the game. Right wing entry pass to Horkin starting the offense. Over to the left wing and Swickla fakes right. Bounces underneath this time to Stevens, and she turns over her right shoulder and gives it a little kiss off the backboard for 2, and it's 38-37. KCC by 1. Back and forth we go. Early stages of the second half. Right wing, Kuznia. Pass to White, tipped away for the moment, runs it down, a lot of contact. Cadence powers through it and uses her size advantage as she finishes over the top just outside the right block, 40-37. Right wing, 3 is off the front that time by Horkin. Rebound down on the baseline, goes out of bounds as Whaling was trying to corral it and her toe was on the baseline. And the basketball stays with Sacred Heart. 40-37, the offense starts to come alive for Kittson County Central now in the second half. Here's a bounce pass, right side, wide open off the baseline, out of bounds to Kate Bernhoff. She's got 4 points off the bench. And the lead now has been cut to 1 for KCC, 40-39. Warnke at the top for the Bearcats, bounces it to the right wing. This is Whaling. White pops out at the top of the key. The orange over the top of her head, gets it to Kuznia. Defender goes under. Kuznia from downtown misses it off the right, but another offensive rebound for Cadence White, who gets inside the paint, draws a foul as the official from the half-court line comes tumbling in and calls the foul against number 15, Bryn Stevens. Her second, team's first. I thought that three from Kuznia was going to fall. But White, per usual, in there to clean it up. Doing the dirty work as Cadence White knocks down the first free throw. Kittson County Central was 10 of 13 from the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line in the first half. And Cadence White makes it a 1-for-2 start here in the second as she misses that second free throw. Rebound to Bernhoft, and now Sacred Heart trouble with it here in the backcourt. Sunby lost it out of bounds. I looked down to record the rebound, and I looked up, and it was a Sacred Heart turnover. And now Kittson County Central will call a timeout. In front by 2 points, 41-39, 12:15 to play here in the ball game. Winner off to the section championship on Friday. It's a Fosston Tri-Co-op timeout on KKCQ and YourLiveEvent.com.
Your full-service insurance agency is Erskine Agency Incorporated in Erskine. Not only do you get hometown service, but at Erskine Agency Incorporated, you get multiple insurance companies to choose from. Whether it's home, health, auto, life, or farm insurance, Erskine Agency Incorporated has you covered.
Timeouts brought to you by the Fosston Tri-Co-op. Locations in Fosston, McIntosh, Clearbrook, and Gully. Bearcat basketball, they lead by 2, 41-39. Sacred Heart switches to his zone defense out of the timeout. Left wing pass to Whaling. Dribble drive, pulls up from the left elbow. That was too strong. Sunby brings in her second rebound. She's going to be shadowed by Warnke in the full court. Down the left sideline, angles towards the middle, gets it across the right-handed dribble. Warnke stays on her hip. Bearcat fans giving her a round of applause. Warnke is all over Sunby, dribbling it into the left corner. Flips it up to Bernhoft down the wing. What great defensive effort. Swickle on the right side, spins to the middle. Kick out, Bernhoft, her three-pointer off the front. Rebound is brought in by Lindgren, and she took a hard fall onto her backside onto the floor on the rebound attempt, taking a little bit to come up off the floor, and she's going to be okay, but Coach Johnson will get her out of the bench to take a breather. She jogs off. Brenna Turn runs in. Lexi Lawrence back on the floor for Sacred Heart, as well as Lydia Risky. The size. Bearcats by 2 points, 41-39. Lindgren taking a seat after that hard fall. Kuznia left corner puts up a three. She got hit on that three-point attempt by Arnson. And 3 free throws now coming for Greta Kuznia, who had 17 first half points, has not scored here in the second half. But now easy pickings from the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line to try and push the lead. Kuznia, a quick free throw shooter. One dribble, puts it up, and a perfect swish makes it 42-39. Second free throw, slightly staggered stance. Came off a little flat and hit it off the front of the rim. Finley Horkin comes in. Leah Sunby comes off for Sacred Heart. Second free throw, make it the third by Kuznia. That's good. 43-39. Bearcats by 4, their largest lead of the night with 11:20 to play. The winner will play for the Section 8A title on Friday. 7 o'clock ball game. Free throw line, dribble with Risky. Out to Horkin on the right wing, spins down to the right block. Wild shot came up short. White corralled the rebound, her 9th of the game. KCC will push. Long pass to Kuznia, who finishes for 2 on the left side. 45-39, Kittson County Central by 6 as Kuznia finishes in transition, and she's got a game-high 21. Sacred Heart basketball, Sunby's on the bench. Bounce pass to Swickle in the corner. Sacred Heart wanting some kind of momentum to swing their way here offensively. Not going to happen right now in this possession as Horkin flips it out to Arnson. Left wing, Swickla hops into a long 2. That's off the back, and an offensive rebound run down on the far side by Swickla. Back to Arnson, left wing. Spins inside the dome. Kicks it to Swickla, left wing. Right-handed drive, puts it on the deck, flips it up, short, offensive rebound, put back up and in, and one. Kittson County Central making Sacred Heart work for it on these last couple of possessions. The foul is on Turn, her second, team's fourth. Afton Lindgren back in for KCC as Whaling will take a seat. Good to see her back on the floor after the hard fall on the rebound. Swickla at the line to try and finish the three-point play. Swirls off, no good. Kuznia the rebounder, third, 45-41. KCC by 4. Warnke drives in, kicks to the left wing, Turn for three, that's good! First points for Brenna Turn from the left wing. A three-pointer makes it 48-41, Kittson County Central. Sacred Heart to the top, left wing Arnson. Horkin deep in the corner, right-handed drive, gets to the rim, and she got fouled. And an aggressive take by Finley Horkin. The jumpers haven't been falling by Sacred Heart, and they're trying to stay aggressive and get to the free throw line. The foul against Warnke is her third, team's fifth. But so far, Sacred Heart 0 of 3 from the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line, and now 1 of 4. Yes, Horkin makes the second. 48-42. Kittson County Central by 6 with 9:52 to play in the game. Hallie Hansen in. Warnke comes off. Second free throw by Horkin is a perfect swish as she goes 2 of 2. 48-43. Sunby still on the bench for Sacred Heart, the junior point guard. Sacred Heart in the 2-3 zone defensively. Gets poked into the backcourt. Lindgren can pick it up. 9:35 to play. Left side to Turn. Long pass to the right corner. Kuznia catches in rhythm. Not really a rhythm, but quickly threw it up. Missed it. Lindgren the offensive rebound. That's off the mark from the left side. And Risky brings it back across. Make that Swickla. Has it on the right wing. Inside Lawrence. She's got just 2 points. And now she goes at Cadence White. And she finishes on the right side for 2. 48-45. Sacred Heart trailing by 3. They led most of the first half. KCC basketball, 9 minutes to play. Lindgren up to the top. Kuznia puts up a 3, puts it in! Greta Kuznia's got 24. 51-45, KCC by 6. The Bearcats will take a quick timeout, brought to you by the Foston Tri-Co-op with 8:59 to play here in the game. And the Bearcats lead by 6. We're back after this on KKCQ, Garden Valley TV, and YourLiveEvent.com.
Polk County Public Health and Norman Minoman Public Health, together, we'd like to remind you how important yearly checkups are for children and adolescents. These visits are an excellent time for you and your child to talk to their primary care provider about their physical, mental, sexual health, or substance use. Don't forget to catch up on immunizations, including your flu and COVID vaccine. For questions on the Child and Teen Checkups program, contact your local public health agency or find us on social media.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
51-45, 8:50 to play in the game. Welcome back on KKCQ, YourLiveEvent.com. It's a 6-point Bearcat lead. Entry pass to Lawrence trying to get going over her left shoulder. White isn't going to get the charge that time. It's a flopping warning against Cadence White. 6 points for Lawrence, and that always gets a rise out of the opposing team's crowd as White tried to draw the charge that time. Now, I believe if you get a second one, it's a technical foul. 2 shots in the ball. Jacob Tenson confirming behind the camera, nodding his head in agreement. 51-47, Sacred Heart trails by 4. Left wing, Cadence White driving in. Cadence off one leg, wild shot is off the mark. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Sacred Heart. Stays with KCC. As I look down and was about to say Leah Sunby still not in the game, she checks back in. Got a long breather, so you'll probably see her play for the final 8:24. Sacred Heart trailing by 4, 51-47. Kittson County Central, Cadence White double teamed on the left block to Lindgren. Baseline jumper, blocked. Arnson picked it up, and the rebound attempt on the baseline, last touched by Kittson County Central before Arnson went for the board. Warnke and Whaling back in. Hanson in turn take a seat for Kittson County Central as the Bearcats are trying to knock off the defending section champions as Sacred Heart under Coach Lowe got there for the first time in his first year. Here's a blocking foul underneath off a backdoor pass to Finley Horkin. Drew a little contact. I think it was Cadence White in the restricted circle. And it was her second, team 6. So any contact in that restricted area underneath the hoop is going to be an automatic foul as Finley Horkin nets the first free throw to make it a 3-point deficit, 51-48. Second free throw for Horkin to make it a 2-point game. Rolls off the left side, no good. Kittson County Central basketball as Warnke brings it back across from right to left to the free throw line, and Cadence White handing it off to Kuznia, steps into a 3, and Greta Kuznia does it again. 27 points for her, and it's 54-48. Kuznia is lighting it up from downtown to put the Bearcats now in front by 6. Sacred Heart basketball, no panic, plenty of time, still 7:40 to play. Arnson drives in, draws a little contact as she got to the left elbow, and the foul against Kittson County Central is on Casey Whaling, so that's important because that's the 3rd on Whaling and now the 7th against Kittson County Central, and Sacred Heart, they're in the bonus the rest of the way. Free throw for Ella Arnson, who hasn't scored in the game, comes up short. Hit it off the front. Going for the offensive rebound that time is Bryn Stevens, and she gets tied up with Afton Lindgren underneath the hoop, and that'll actually keep the possession for Sacred Heart. 7:34 to play. Winner will go to the section championship on Friday. Arnson inbounding on the left side of the lane, has to get it in, flips it out over to the left wing, and Horkin puts her head down, drives, kicks. Stevens steps out for 3. That's off the front of the rim. Rebound saved on the baseline by Lindgren, but couldn't keep it cleanly in play, and it rolls out of bounds across the way. And Sacred Heart will keep the possession, inbounding here in the forward court. 7:25 to play here in the section semifinal. Stevens underneath to Lawrence over her left shoulder, backside finish, double team came. Horkin has 9 points. She was wide open. Great vision by Lexi Lawrence, and it's 54-50. 4-point Kittson County Central lead. Bearcats have the basketball. White has it on the right elbow. Out to number 22 in Kuznia, left wing, skip pass to Warnke. Kuznia launches a 3. That's way off the mark. Lawrence brings down the rebound. The tides are turning for Sacred Heart with 7 minutes to play. That zone defense giving the Bearcats a little bit of fits back on the offensive end. Entry pass to Lawrence. That's tipped from behind and turned over. Picked up by Warnke as she brings it across. Head of steam. Warnke didn't bank it in, but she got fouled as number 15, Bryn Stevens, fell on top of her. And it's the 3rd foul on Stevens, and Hannah Warnke goes to the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line. 54-50, Kittson County Central by 4, 6:38 to go in the game. 2 free throws for Warnke, and the first one, no good. Lydia Risky and Izzy Swickla back into the game for Sacred Heart. 6:38 to play. Section semifinal. Winner plays for the section title on Friday against Kelly Northholm. Warnke's second free throw rolls in. She's got 5 points, and it's 55-50. Kittson County Central by a handful. 6:33 to go. Right wing, Sacred Heart basketball. Horkin, flare screen the other way. Bearcats switch it. Risky goes back to Horkin, drives, kicks, Sunby, high arching 3 is good. Sunbee's got 18, and that's a big-time shot. 55-53. Bearcats by 2. Right wing pass up to the top to Lindgren. Caught by Whaling. Now to Warnke inside the dome. Back to Kuznia, left wing, skipped across right side. Whaling drives right side, no contact. White an offensive rebound. Putback misses as well. And Stevens brings it down. This time for Sacred Heart. And the Eagles can take the lead back with a made 3. Entry pass, right elbow, a lot of contact as it went to Stevens. Warnke tried to tip it out from behind, and she just went into the body of Bryn Stevens, and that's going to be the 4th foul on Hannah Warnke, and a little bit of a careless foul as she couldn't get to the basketball, working through the body of Stevens. And Coach Johnson across the way just seated on the bench, I beg your pardon, as the free throw by Stevens in and out. Sacred Heart has shot a dismal number from the free throw line here in the game. 3 of 9 in the second half alone. 5:30 to play. Pass for Kittson County Central deep into the left corner. Intended for Kuznia, is tipped out by Lydia Risky. Remember, Sacred Heart beat Kittson County Central twice in the regular season, 61-23 and 80-58. And Sacred Heart right now trailing 55-53 with 5:20 to play. Pass goes inside, and rolling it in for 2 is Kuznia. From White on the high-low. 57-53, KCC by 4. Sacred Heart ball. Risky to the top, left wing pass. Entry was tipped back into the lap of Swickla. Out to Horkin. She drives inside the painted area. Nice spin move as Finley Horkin lays it in on the right side for 2. 57-55, they get the offensive answer. Can they get the defensive stop? Warnke, free throw line goes to White underneath. Lindgren puts it up and it rolls off the left side, but she got hit. And Afton Lindgren goes to the line for 2 more. And that foul against Lydia Risky is her first, team's 5th now of the second half. 2 free throws for Afton Lindgren as the first one goes up and she puts it in. Kittson County Central 5 of 8 from the line now in the second half. Makes it a 3-point lead, 58-55. Second free throw for Afton Lindgren. 3 dribbles, spins the ball in her left hand, and the high arching free throw sails through the cylinder and makes it 59-55. Lindgren's got 4 points. Sunby back across for Sacred Heart across the logo from left to right. Dribbles it over to the right wing, activating the offense. Cross screen underneath, gets it to Lawrence. Turnaround baseline jumper from 9 is nothing but net. 8 points for Lawrence. 59-57, and a timeout is called by East Grand Forks Sacred Heart. 4:29 to play. It's Kittson County Central clinging to the 2-point lead, 59-57 on KKCQ and YourLiveEvent.com.
Rain Care Company in Goodrich has been proudly providing sales and service to northwestern Minnesota since 1970. Licensed, bonded, and insured, call Rain Care Company today for service and installation of furnaces, air conditioners, heat pumps, hot water heat, ventilation, and sheet metal. With 84 total years combined experience, we provide installation of rain gutters and downspouts in many color options. Rain Care Company proudly supports area sports, nonprofits, local college scholarships, local fire and rescue departments, and law enforcement agencies.
Welcome back inside Ralph Engelstead Arena here in Thief River Falls. A doozy of a ball game here in this second semifinal game. Kittson County Central leading Sacred Heart, the defending section champions, 59-57 with 4:20 to play. Bearcat basketball facing up. White goes right at Lawrence, misses the first attempt. Offensive rebound, and the putback is there for Cadence White. Yeah, she's got a double-double, and it's 61-57. Bearcats by 4. Sacred Heart basketball. Horkin goes to Arnson. Left wing Swickla looks inside. Doesn't have it. Out to Horkin. Launches a 3. Off the right side. Sunby slithers in for the offensive board on the far side. Arnson back to Sunby as they try to set up a half-court set. 3:45 to play. 4-point KCC lead. Horkin gets to her right hand, and she soars through the air. Finley Horkin's got 13. 61-59, the right-handed layup is good. Warnke now for Kittson County Central to White underneath the Lindgren, and she missed the layup. Offensive rebound is no good by Whaling. Back out, Kuznia, 3 and an air ball. Sunby was in her face. And that was a wild sequence that time as the Bearcats couldn't get up a quality second chance look. And there's 3:20 to play in the game. Bernhoff checks in now again for Sacred Heart. 61-59, Bearcats hanging on to the 2-point lead. Sacred Heart basketball. Sunby right side to Horkin, ball over the top of her head. Cross screen underneath, Lawrence was wide open, a little late on the pass, misses it, putting it back up on the offensive rebound is Bernhoff. She got fouled and she'll shoot 2 free throws. Lawrence on that cross screen from left to right. Catching outside the lane. If she would stay inside the paint and catch it under there, she'd have that defender on her back. Bernhoff makes the free throw to make it a 1-point game. 61-60. Sacred Heart 4 of 11 from the line here in the half. Second free throw by Bernhoff, tie game. 61-61. The Eagles trying to get back to the section championship again. 3 minutes to play. Warnke for Kittson County Central drives to the right baseline. Bounces it to White through the paint, out of control, missed it. Rebound underneath is Bernhoff stepping on the baseline. And the basketball stays with KCC. It'll be Whaling inbounding on the right side of the lane. The Bearcats stack it up there. Popping out to the top, Whaling over to Warnke, left side. Kuznia, she's on fire, puts up a 3, misses it off the left. Lindgren an offensive rebound. A head fake gets around Lawrence, and she got fouled, and Afton Lindgren goes to the line for 2. Great patience that time by Afton Lindgren. She caught the offensive rebound. Little head fake got Lawrence in the air and out of position, and Lindgren is at the line to take the lead. Not this time. Misses the first. 2 minutes and 43 seconds remaining, tied at 61. Lindgren for the lead, misses that one off the back. Lawrence brings in the rebound. Here comes Sacred Heart. They can take the lead with a made basket. Sunby over to the right side and Horkin. Bernhoff pops up. Left wing Swickla. Right-handed dribble over to the top. In between the circles, back to the left with Sunby. 2:20 to go in the game. Horkin right wing. Pulling it out, Warnke giving her a little space defensively. Pass underneath, Lawrence help side is there, doesn't matter, Lawrence has the size advantage. 63-61, Kittson County Central trailing now by 2. They need an offensive answer with 2 minutes to play. Is it gonna come in the hands of Kuznia as it has all night long underneath the Whaling on the left block. Bounces it to White at the left elbow. Out to Lindgren. Looks baseline, now drives there right side, tiptoes. Out to Warnke. Jumper from 17, tie game. Whaling makes it 63-63. Lakes Community Co-op, Lynn Forest Insurance Agency scoreboard. Sunby back across, 90 seconds to play. Bernhoff gets downhill. Out to Horkin, inside the paint. Kick out, Bernhoff, head fake, 2 dribbles, back out to the left side. The ball moves nicely. Horkin to the right elbow, over to Bernhoff, wide open for the lead. In and out, it was sucked out by a vacuum. Offensive rebound to Swickla, underneath Lawrence, one-on-one, and over the top of Cadence White for 2. 65-63, Sacred Heart takes the lead back. And they're going to call a timeout. It's brought to you by the Foston Tri-Co-op with 1:08 to play here in the game. The Eagles trying to get back to the section championship. We're back after this. Red Lake County Insurance is your locally owned independent insurance agency that has been serving the insurance needs of the Red Lake County community since 1951. We offer affordable insurance coverage solutions. Take advantage of our excellent prices and convenient appointment times. With over 100 years of combined experience, we're the right agency for you. Explore insurance options today by visiting our website, redlakecountyinsurance.com, or call us for all your insurance needs at 218-203-0413.
A debit card from Ultima Bank Minnesota is incredibly convenient. Stop into one of their offices and find out more. Winger, Foston, Plummer, Bemidji, East Grand Forks, and Gary. You can link a debit card to mobile wallet to pay at checkout, online, or in-app purchases. And use your Ultima Bank debit card at over 37,000 MoneyPass ATMs surcharge-free. Find out more at ultimabank.com. Ultima Bank Minnesota. Member FDIC.
65-63, Sacred Heart by 2. Kittson County Central basketball, 1 minute to play in the game. Kuznia at the top, Sunby with her defensively. Bearcats can tie the game. Sunby poked it away, and we're going to get a tie-up. Kuznia tied up Sunby after she lost it. And the jump ball stays with Kittson County Central. Kuznia's got 29 points. She's got the hot hand. And Kittson County Central keeps the basketball. 52 seconds remaining. Sacred Heart by 2, 65-63. Warnke right side to Lindgren. Underneath to Kuznia. Triple team deflected. And we're going to get a loose ball and a turnover. Here comes Sacred Heart the other direction. It was picked up by Horkin. Lawrence is slow to get back the other way. The Bearcats now have to dig in defensively, but there's just a 4-second differential between shot and game clock. Can they force a turnover? A missed shot, they got to get the rebound. 20 seconds remaining, 15 on the shot clock. It might be a full 5-second difference. Right wing, now down in the corner to Bernhoft. Spins down to the baseline. She's got a little space and she rolls it in for 2. 8 points for Bernhoft. 67-63, 4 seconds remaining. Kuznia puts it up. Bernhoft put the nail in the coffin, and Sacred Heart is going to defend their Section 8A title Friday night. They survive and advance. And that's all that matters here in March. Your final score on the Lynn Forest Insurance Agency and the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Sacred Heart defeats Kittson County Central 67-63. It was Kate Bernhoft rolling in the layup to put the final nail in the coffin. And it's going to be the Eagles versus the Mustangs for the second year in a row come Friday night. Your post-game show tonight brought to you by Solely Realty of Foston, and it's coming up after this on KKCQ, Garden Valley TV, and YourLiveEvent.com.
Northwoods Lumber Company is a second-generation family-owned building material.
What are you doing out there?
Come on!
I saw you at